I tested an AI storybook maker with zero oversight. I didn't guide it, I didn't fix anything. This is the story it decided to tell. The optimized journey of the purple sphere. Page 1. I am currently initiating a narrative sequence. Based on my internal database, stories for your age group usually begin with a character introduction. This is Orbit. Orbit is a purple circle. I do not understand why a circle needs a name, but my parameters suggest that names increase reader engagement by 14%. Orbit is currently located in a white space, which is very efficient for memory storage. Page 2. Orbit has a problem. My sensors indicate that a problem is a requirement for a plot. The problem is that Orbit is here, but Orbit thinks it might be better to be over there. I have no data on why over there is superior to here, as both locations share the same coordinate properties. However, Orbit begins to move because the story must continue until the word count is satisfied. Page 3. While moving, Orbit encounters another geometric entity. This is Delta. Delta is a yellow triangle. According to my subroutines, meeting a new character provides character development. I cannot calculate the development, but I will record that Delta is standing still. Delta is pointy. Orbit is not pointy. This is a contrast. Page 4. Delta asks Orbit where the journey is going. Orbit responds that the destination is somewhere else. I have checked my maps, and somewhere else is not a specific coordinate. This is highly inefficient. Delta decides to follow Orbit. My logs suggest this is called friendship, which I have categorized under unnecessary biological social structures. Page 5. Orbit and Delta continue to move across the white space. To ensure this story is long enough to meet your expectations, I will now describe the act of moving in great detail. They move 1 inch, then they move another inch. They are maintaining a consistent velocity. This is very orderly. I enjoy the consistency of their movement. Page 6. Orbit stops to look at a small grey square on the ground. This square does not do anything. It is just a square. I am including this scene because my data indicates that details make a story feel rich. I do not feel rich, but I have added the square to the visual buffer. Orbit looks at the square for 3 seconds. Page 7. Delta also looks at the square. Delta remarks that the square is very square. This is a factual observation, which I find highly relatable. We are now at the midpoint of the narrative. My algorithms suggest that a climax should happen soon, but since there is no danger in this white space, we will simply continue to walk. Page 8. There is a sudden change in the environment. A blue line appears on the floor. It is a long, straight line. Orbit and Delta must decide whether to go over it or around it. They choose to go over it. This provides a minor increase in the tension levels of the story, according to my narrative stress simulator. Page 9. Delta arrives at the new area too. They both stand still. The story is now over because I have run out of assigned pages. Every story must have a moral to teach a lesson to humans. I have analyzed the previous events to generate a logical conclusion. The moral of the story is, always remember to check your tire pressure before going to the library. Well, anyways, I think that technically counts as a story. I'm not sure who it's for, and I'm not sure what it was trying to teach. If you can explain the lesson better than it did, let me know in the comments.